So right then, the very first ride with Felix. Well, not the very first actually, the first time after finally getting it repaired. So I'm joyful. Messing about. Not quite used to starting it just yet. It works! Yes! So, finally getting back on the road again after several months of faffing about and just trying to figure out what's going wrong with it actually. But I got it working again, and now I can finally enjoy the freedom of the road. Going with a mate of mine, he helped me out in several ways, just giving advice on how to do things, and he helped me as with some other mates on actually getting this thing back to life again. And I'm really happy that they did. I'm really thankful that they did so actually. So testing out new helmet, new gloves, Kevlar Kevlar gloves. Yes, Kevlar. And just going to faff about actually, just taking some countryside roads, just enjoying the view, the ride, the road, just enjoying riding actually. Finally going back to it. I'm stoked. I did try to record the road to this place actually, but in my mistake I forgot to record it, or actually I think I've messed it up or something. But now I can finally go at it again. Let's see how this thing handles at speed. And with that, testing the microphone too actually. Not sure how it handles that with this helmet, because I have it strapped to the back lever to my head, and then I hope it filters out the wind a bit, but I'm not quite sure about it actually. So this is actually a little audio test, and well, one big test in itself actually, just to see if the bike is working okay, if the camera is working okay, and if the microphone is cooperating too. And hopefully I will use this as my first episode, but I'm not sure just yet. Got to see how everything works out. Got a Jag behind me. A Jag. I'm a big avid fan of Top Gear, and Jeremy Clarkson gave a very accurate description of what the Jag driver should be like. It's one of those guys that goes out with his wife to a big fancy restaurant, then goes flirting outrageously with the waitress, and the wife doesn't mind because he's driving the Jag and all. That's the kind of people that drives a Jag, in my opinion, and in Jeremy Clarkson's opinion too. Also testing out the new mount on both for this camera, which is Drift HD. and it's a shoulder strap mount. And let's see how it handles with the speed and the bumps and everything. Lord fixation, you should pay attention to that, mate. Just still trying to get used to riding this in general. Oh, that sound. Mine still sounds like a vacuum cleaner, but I don't really want. Oh, that's just one thing I love with motorcycles. It's not just riding it, it's the community that goes along with it as well. You have such a big community of motorcycles. And it doesn't matter what you ride, if you are riding a cruiser or a super sport or a touring bike for that fact. As long as you are riding a motorcycle, it's all fine and dandy. They all greet you like brothers. Oh, it's just a fine stretch of road actually. Not that I'm very experienced on roads for that fact, but hey, it's windy, it's nice and it's rural. So I'm enjoying it, as you should be, like every other road. It's smooth. It's not too populated actually, so just enjoying the sights, the views, and the speed limit is 60 actually, and I'm going 70, so just keeping it on the speed limit, and then I'll give way to fucking up. Right then. Oh yeah, I'm going this way. Why the fuck not? Let him take the lead, because I'm not that sure about where I'm going. I'm not too familiar with the roads just yet. I enjoy the speed though. I'm not like that. My way of driving is, I'll take my time. I will be there in a second. So don't you wait for me, unless you want to ride with me actually. So if you want to ride with me, you better stick to my speed. What a lovely way to get out riding again. So much. It's a clear blue sky actually. No cloud inside. So, who the hell am I actually? Well, I'm Mr. Riding Orange, as you probably figured. And I'm a student on information technology, specifically the business part of it. So, I'm the guy that talks to the customer about his problems in his company and then how he wants to handle it, and maybe he wants a program for it. Then I should figure out how this program should look like and such, and then yeah, I kind of design it actually. I'm the architect for the thing, and then I'll give it to a team of programmers who can build it. So they are the builders, and when they've built it, they'll give it back to me, and then I'll explain to the customer about how this program works actually. Oh, that's a nice car too, an Alfa Romeo. Nice. Very nice. Oh, how much I love riding. Still very inexperienced though. The guy in front of me, my mate, is so much more experienced than I am. I'll tell you right now, he rides his bicycle almost every day, his motorcycle. And yeah, I have been standing still for the last few months. So yeah, there's a bit of an experience gap. Quite logical. Quite logically, actually. Trying to speak English while I'm riding my motorcycle is multitasking, and I'm not that bad at multitasking. For instance, I've been sitting on my moped. Well, it's not my moped, it's from the company, as I am a delivery guy from Domino's Pizza. So I'm the kamikaze guy that brings you your pizza at great haste. Except that I'm not like those guys. I actually drive safely in that fact. So that reason why I got to riding a motorcycle is actually because my whole family does it too. My father and mother used to ride it. My uncle and aunt does it. Another uncle does it, and my brother started recently. And my nephew also bought a Rebel 125, but he's still too young. He may not drive just yet, but he's having a big project on how to turn his Rebel into a bobber style motorcycle, which is quite nice. I'm really looking forward to seeing the result of that. And the place where I live is close to Utrecht, and just east of Utrecht is some hills, some urban, some rural terrain, forestry. It's very nice. I've been riding on my racing bicycle a few times already last summer, before I even got this motorcycle, and yeah, I really enjoy it too. Orange. Hey, Mr. Riding Orange. Not to be clear though, Mr. Riding Orange is not because I like driving through orange lights. It's orange is the color of the Netherlands, the national color. And since I'm a Dutchman, I just figured, well, how the hell not? I just go for orange. And I ride a motorcycle, so I'm a Mr. Riding Orange. Well, hey, you're still attached. You're still with me. Well, hey. The Utrechtse Heuvelrug, meaning the hills east of Utrecht, which is that forest for the most part, and it's just a protected area. The former queen chose to reside in here, in a great old palace in a little place called Laaggraven. No, not Laaggraven, I'm being an idiot. Laagvuursche, yes, there. And I don't disagree with her actually. It's quite a nice place to be living in. It's nice, quiet, beautiful views, and perfect terrain to ride your motorcycle in. So, yeah. Ah, we're near Driebergen. Yeah. So we are really in the hillside now. We can't say we have anything more than hills. It's just we don't have such thing as mountains. Riding this cruiser. It's quite sporty actually. It probably isn't the right way to ride it, but hey, it's my driving style. I enjoy the way I'm riding, so who are you to complain about it? Unless I'm driving in such a way that I'm actually demolishing my motorcycle, then please let me know. Ah, we're in Doorn. Well, in that case I might search for Koten and go to Motovlog, and then we can follow the Lek, which is a river just south in the province, and from there we can just ride along the river actually on a dike. Another famous thing for Dutchmen, dikes. Dutchmen just love their dikes. Don't blame them though. It's quite necessary. It's the actual beginning of spring, to be honest. It's right in the beginning of March. So it's officially declared spring right now. And you can see it already. I mean, the flowers are going, the trees are growing leaves, the sun is out, the clouds are gone. We've told the rain to go fuck itself. If I can find a way to go to, I will do. Yes, we will do so. We go to Motovlog.